Okay, the stream looks well. And yeah. Hello everybody. Welcome back to another stream on the Windrunner channel. I just logged into Nikke and you can see there's just 3 days left, so I do hope that you are enjoying yourself for it. A few things to note would be that there was a CD key redemption a few days ago. I do not know whether it's still available. I would assume so. It's in relation to free gifts, basically. You get a lot of good stuff. Let me see whether I can see it. Anyway, yeah, the CD key rewards you can see. I got, how many pools was that? 20 pools? 16 pools, 900 gems. So that's a decent amount of like rewards. If you do not know where to get it, Kita Rock shared it a few days ago. I'm pretty sure a few of the other YouTubers shared it, so yeah. But I'm assuming if you're coming here, you already probably seen before Nikke, at least, or at least have a baseline understanding of it, right? I don't expect people coming in here be like, oh, I do not know what's Nikke, or I mean, wait, there are people who ask the question on Twitch, but for YouTube side, I think most of the people who actually come here actually knows Nikke. So if you do not know, Kita Rock is a streamer that actually does gacha content. So just in case, there's a bunch of code over there, you can get it. I'm not going to try to find it and repost it because it's in my log somewhere. I could, you know what? Never mind. And now I think about it, I did send to my friends. I could just look at it. Give me a sec. I'm just going to put the code down in here. Give me a sec. Okay, there we go. Okay. So those are the 4 codes. I do not know how it shows up on stream chat. I'll probably check it out later. But yeah. So with that out of the way, we can actually start off with the more important stuff. Oh boy, someone's playing GBF finally. That's a nice look through. Okay, so anyway, because today I'm just chilling a little bit, so I'm just gonna go through the main story as per usual, and we're gonna try to catch up a little bit. But today we only have an hour plus rather than an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. Basically, I intended for 2-hour stream, but then you know what, I was just chilling, so it came like this. I also missed my co-op on the last day, so it kind of feels a bad moment all around. Not great though. Alright, we should actually finish up this one first. I have not done the last one, so... Anyway, right now... Oh boy, is it crashing? Please don't crash. Man, it's so unstable, huh? It's so unstable. Nikke is getting more and more unstable. I'm worried actually. Is this because of Windows or is it because of the preparation to put the third version up? As in third version, I mean 3 years worth of content. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people playing new gacha games, like a lot of them. Which, obviously they look good, but as said, I'm kind of done with gacha games. For the most part. Right now, I'm actually transitioning out of gacha. I'm thinking of going into FF14. But right now I'm still on a free trial, and honestly speaking, I know that that's not a good content to go in with. Give me a sec, let me do a check first. Yeah, every time it crashes, it does this weird thing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, every time it crashes, it basically gives a black screen. Give it a while. For now, I just go back and do the same mission that I tried to enter but failed to, I guess. I do wonder why this happens though. I hope it's not because one of this random update caused this problem. You'll be screwed up, I guess. Okay, I'm not going to press it first. Let me just make sure that the thing comes back up. There we go. Why does that work? Uh-huh. Okay, there we go. It seems like it's still prone to crashing, it's just a bit scary. Okay, anyway, let's see the last part of the Phantom event. Now that Delta has officially joined us as a trainee, I've conducted extensive research on ninjas myself. Oh boy, why is the first thing I come into reading this shit? No, Phantom, what are you gonna do? Oh really now? Reading is a pastime of mine, believe it or not. In any case, Delta, you have overlooked a most crucial detail. What detail will it be? What is it? I thought I read almost every book on ninjutsu. It's your manner of speaking. No, I was gonna say Degozaru! Where's Iroha? Shit. According to the book I read, ninjas often use the word nin. That's even worse! No. Mental damage, right? Nin? That's the first I've heard of it. It appears to be used either when giving a reply or when affixed to the end of a sentence. Let me tell you, that's not a ninja book, that's a freaking manga. I shall give it a try. Nin, is that correct? It should sound a bit more solemn. That sounds even worse! I thought people say nin as a joke and as for gags, as it's supposed to sound cute. What do you mean sound serious? Oh, that hurts my soul. Make a hand sign as you say it. Ninjutsu. Yeah, that's a ninjutsu, alright. But didn't Delta already know? You're telling her to make hand signs on ninjutsu, meaning that you're definitely reading something that wasn't a practical one. Some kind of stupid. Nin. Did it say like this? Oh, you look quite a ninja. I say she's more cute than cool. That's the point! Since Miranda is a police officer, shouldn't she say popod? Oh, but Miranda isn't here yet. Did she forget we were supposed to meet today? I heard she won't be able to make it for a while. Really? Why is that? Apparently her workload increased so much that she had to work overtime. A perfect leash for someone as diligent as Miranda. Holy, so smart. So does that mean there'll be no Phantom Thief missions for the time being, Nin? I cannot say for certain, but if those in need of help and justice should call upon us, Miranda will surely come. That is the way of the Thieves of Justice. As expected, we are the strongest team. Nin. No, what's Delta doing? Today I have learned something new once again, Nin. I think you're overdoing it with the Nin thing. How about using it only at important moments? What do you consider an important moment? Like when you're using a jutsu and all eyes on you. Understood. Very well then. Let us conclude today's meeting here. Thank you, Commander. Thank you, Shiki-kan. Ugh. If nothing of note occurs, we shall meet again at this place at this time next month. Understood. Okay. Get home safe. Phantom leaves through the window as always. Fancy crossed through the hole she made in my room. Why are you staring at me like that? I was wondering how you make your exit. No matter what you say, Commander, you truly do have affection for the Thieves of Justice. Me? Nah. I, the trainee ninja thief. Shall we turn again? What's up with her eyes? She's turned on! Also the OST though. Cosmograph is cooking up stuff again. I assume this is Cosmograph. I know Cosmograph is not the sole developer or director on the music department, but still. This could sound like a Cold Steel OST. Let me actually increase the sound because I turned it down previously before. It does sound like what Cold Steel 1 would have in terms of OST wise. It could fit Cold Steel 1 very well. Not so much of the rest of the Cold Steel games, or the other games perhaps, but I think this definitely can capture Cold Steel 1's spirit. Maybe even Trails in the Sky the second, I think, in terms of OST. I could probably put it there and it sounds normal, you know. Enjoying Cosmograph music is sometimes very nice. Yeah. It feels like the euphemerical of you just get over a barrier, you know. But it's not the kind that Lloyd Bennings does it. It's more of like youthful kind, right? So like that was when Estelle was young. That is when Rin was young. You probably will have this kind of effect. Yeah, definitely I can connect it like this. Whoosh! Oh! Delta vanishes in the blink of an eye. To be fair, she felt really loved like putting music once in a while, like for example, just putting it here so that it would be just only used in this part. And I like the police aesthetic, you know. The sound ringing in the background. Like, I don't like that sound in real life, but in terms of putting it in the music, and then you put a deafened effect on it, and then make it like something that is very from afar and not loud. A very nice touch, I guess, in terms of the music department. But I guess that's because this is really meant for this series, this side story. Anyway, Delta vanishes in the blink of an eye. Something snaps shut in the ceiling above. Oh right, I almost forget, she drilled a hole in my ceiling. A hush falls over the night as darkness settles in. As the world sleeps, a band of few begin their work. In the name of justice, they will soar through the night sky once again. Okay, that's all. Yeah. This is so awkward for hard mode. But then this looks more Sekiro. I really like when they go the eastern route. The last time this happened was during Scarlet Black Shadows even, I think. Yeah, I think that's what I recall. I think the last time this happened was like Scarlet Black Shadow event based. I really like the OST is good. Now I can wait for 2K for this one now. We still have 3 days, right? Yeah, we'll be able to get it done. So anyway, challenge mode. Tomorrow is the final. There's only 2 days for 1-5, I think. So. Okay. Buzzing enough, everything is done, so we can actually just collect everything. Oh. Okay. Whew. That was a I would say for a short part, it did drain me quite a bit. In my opinion, what's the story like? I don't really like this event story. It feels too cringe. I'll be honest. after experiencing good story, this story feels cringe. But obviously it's all for fun, right? So I think if I don't judge it too harshly, it's still fine. But I personally didn't like the story. I'll be honest, that's one of my less likable parts about this event. But everyone may have different tastes, that's just my opinion, right? So let me just do my dailies before we actually settle down on the story. Give me a sec. No, that's a bad one. This guy likes to trick people. Oh. Anyway, I caught up to quite a few of the anime I wanted to watch this season. I still have last season, I have not touched almost everything. Seven Prince was one of them I wanted to read. I wanted to watch. I've heard I read Seven Prince previously. And obviously it's manga. And honestly speaking, I am kind of intrigued on how they would do some of the arcs, because not everything is safe for work. So yeah. But I think this season, there are a few few fantasy that I like. One of them was the one of them was, which one was it again? Let me give me a sec. Let me think about it again. What was it? The assassin stats overpower the hero, I think. That one was, I think, decent ish, I guess. I still haven't read the manga for that, but I watched it. It was pretty. It's a good enough story, I think. As for the other one will be Infinite Gacha, which I feel is more akin to Overlord than other shows. But some people say that it's like redo of the healer or Failure Frame. I'll tell you, Failure Frame probably is still one of the more unique ones in terms of story. Not that debuff heroes are a rare thing in fantasy, there are a lot of debuff heroes, but in terms of how I would look at it, the revenge element and the way to power is a lot harsher in Failure Frame. Oh yeah, oh my goodness. My left mouse button is not doing very well. Oh my goodness, I hate this. Man, not having Modernia would be a death sentence here. Modernia just helps to break everything. Okay, so yeah. And I would say that Infinite Gacha has weaknesses, a lot of weaknesses. Firstly, as much as I like the characters, the characterization, it does have the bad offset of that everyone is a little bit too crazy for the main character, like Overlord. Which, while there is nothing wrong inherently with that, right? Wish fulfillment, or even to a certain extent, loyalty. I do dislike the element a little bit if it's overused, right? So clearly the show went overboard with it. Sorry, I meant the series went overboard with it. So I don't really like that as much. But that's not to say that it's bad or anything, right? There are Type 8 TPO, right? At least opportunity. So what I think they could have done was to make the NPCs, so to make the side characters not so overly attached, a little bit more depth in terms of their what do you call it? Their allegiance. Like, I feel like Light needs to earn it a bit. I have no doubt that if you can make it so that Light earn everything rather than roll everything, it should be fine. Right? Obviously, if you say near death is an experience, I think Hajime does it better in Arifureta for that particular series. And Hajime originally I thought it was more of a revenge story, but then now that I think about it, it started with a little bit of revenge, but closer towards the end of the Orcus Labyrinth, it actually became more of the desire to go home, right? So the revenge part clearly did not matter as much. There were a few things that actually made me think that the revenge still mattered, mostly related to the end of season 1. Sorry, the end of season 1? No, the end of season 2. Because you already finished season 3, right? So, yeah. So the end of season 2 regarding the Halek Kingdom Downfall. Yeah, but apparently I did misremember, and I felt like maybe I wasn't really reading the story correctly in a certain sense. Like, I interpreted it differently, and I still thought that he would have revenge on the mind by that point, but apparently he already gave up on revenge. Or should I say, he didn't place importance on revenge. He placed more importance in trying to get around obstacles. So that was something that I saw it differently, and eventually I think I felt that after internally reviewing, came to a different conclusion. And yeah, it's something you can actually introspectively do, right? So okay, what have we done here? We finished everything? Let's do a little bit of advice. Then we can start out the proper stuff. I'm gonna max out Mihara today. Okay, Mihara is done. So yeah, another problem with, I think, Infinite Gacha was that obviously because it's this kind of mechanic, it has a lot of plot armor, even more than usual. And I think these are the kind of story where the plot armor goes extreme, right? One of the other story was, I think, Hazure's skill, I think Gacha, I think is what it's called. It's basically you have an infinite gacha skill, but then you because of the toxicity, you left the town of the childhood friend. I think that's what it's called. I forgot exactly. It's been a year, 2 years or two. It's been 2-3 years. It's been 2-3 years since I read the series. That one really went all in terms of making it hateable for the character, because obviously his one is you only can roll the gacha, and you can roll until you get either all of the SSR cards, UL cards. Basically it's a deck, right? So you can get it, and then if you get it to max already, you won't get the card again. So basically you need to farm the points to get the card, which is basically like how we normally do, but he has to do daily. And then if he gets it early, he can start pulling on that banner. And yeah, and most of the time he doesn't need dupes. I don't recall whether you need dupes for you all, but I do know that you can max out the dupes of your R and SRs, and then generally you will have an upgraded skill set from there, and then he won't ever need to pull the duplicate ever again. Basically it's a permanent pull, and it will rotate. I do not know what happened when the new banner comes. Does it have a new base or SR? I forgot. You know, I think it has every time the new baseline card there's a new or SR, but then the necessity to get the entire deck of like gacha is not necessary, because you need so much points to even, you know, roll it and to get all of the cards that you want. So yeah, generally speaking, I didn't like that one too much because there was a lot of plot armor on that one. There's one way you use plot armor incorrectly. I mean, to be fair, that's okay. It's fine to have plot armor in the story setting, right? But using it incorrectly only makes it feels like there is no consequence. Infinite Gacha actually does have consequences. maybe it will be rectified in down the road because you know, or maybe it will change the MC a little bit so that we have a different MC. That could also be a way to spice things up down the line, but I haven't really think that that was the case for a while. So yeah. So yeah, that's why I've been watching and also reading the manga of Infinite Gacha. Wait, what's this? Oh, I was doing this. I just who exactly are you? But when I was sessioning, I didn't count again. I don't remember yet. It helped me remember my identity. Amnesia. How corny can you get? However, I have to maintain my reputation as a master hacker, so I'll give it another word. Hacking personal information. Okay, glad I chose that one. Fire power is for ordinary occasions and water power is for when she's out at sea. I wonder what new variation will appear in the future. What about wind power? Oh boy. Okay. Do you prefer food that you have to dip in sauce or ones with sauce drizzled on top? But the sauce drizzled on top. Oh. She wasn't happy. Well, I prepared a fondue, but it may be difficult to eat it if you pour the cheese. Sorry to disappoint you. No need to apologize. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. I finished the fondue that Ade has prepared. Ouch. Zui has been pushing herself a bit too hard with her study. What should I say to help out? Compliment her and say that she's been doing well. Yes, I think you may be right. I'm not especially skilled in this area, but I'll do my best. Marciana and I talked about Zui. Oh, the part of the same cohort? I guess I did not link it there or I forgot about it. One of those two. Sometimes I wonder, how should we break the cycle of evil? Make sure whoever does wrong pays for it. That's true, ensuring they get what they deserve is probably the most I can do. I have a serious counseling session ready. Where I get 120, every time I get 100 for her. Is Quincy. If you're into guilty or sin while I'm wearing this outfit, what should I tell them? I figure it'd be a good idea to think ahead. Just say you wanted to change your face. I don't think they believe me. Besides, it could also lead to more misunderstanding. Quincy and I talk about guilty and sin.
教官様って私のこと大好きね。私も教官様のことが大好き。
Okay. I mean, a wheel picker, I want to buy some handcuffs and a whip, but I don't have enough money to get both. I'll buy them for you. I appreciate the offer, Commander, but if you did that, then they wouldn't truly belong to me. Uni lectures me about the uses of various instruments. Yikes. Okay, we're doing good, I think, in terms of getting characters. Oh boy. Why is it so laggy? Okay. Okay, that's gonna take at least a month and maybe 1 week. Okay, now that we're all done with those out of the way, we can actually start with proper grind.
これを押せばいいのよね。そうじゃないですか？プッシュって書いてありますし。
The large shipping container that Stewart provided creaks open with a resounding thud. We anchor it to the ground and extend the antenna towards the sky. Once fully extended, the antenna stretches about 10 meters into the air.
こんなに高くなるのね。これで終わりでしょうか。まだ発電機をつなげないと電力が供給されれば動くはずよ。それで終わりですか？まあ、説明の時に何聞いてたのよ。ラピー、説明してください。アニスが威張り散らす前に。作動させると疑似的なコーリングシグナルが周囲のラプチャーたちを引き寄せる。それで集まったラプチャーを一掃してから光学迷彩を稼働させるの。光学迷彩が効いている場所はラプチャーからは何もないように見えるはず。さらにラプチャーの熱感知センサーと聴覚センサーもジャミングさせて ここを絶対見つけられないようにする。方向センサーにも干渉して偶然ここに迷い込むことも防げるらしいわ。
すごいわね。そんなものがあるなら地上奪還なんて簡単にできちゃうんじゃない？
特殊な素材が必要らしいわ。アークの付近にあるものはずっと昔に取り尽くされているそうね。エデンが使ったと見られているわ。
やっぱりそう簡単にはいかないわよね。
では指揮官、準備は全て終わりました。
Alright, let's connect it to the generator.
ラジャー。来ます。あれはコードネームウルトラ確認。侵食を誘発する個体よ。全員気をつけて。
古い町だから古いのが出てくるってわけね。あんなのでまだ動くの？
All friends are coming out to play.
あれ雑誌で見たことあります。すごく強いらしいですよ。そうは言っても旧型よ。倒せるわ。私がいるならなおさら。ははラピがこんなに自信たっぷりなところ初めて見ました。
She going code red?
それじゃ信じてみましょう。行くわよ。
エンカウンター。
Another one of these buggers. I should still be on parity. Ah, the OST, dude.
学校こちらです。指揮官、ためらう理由はありません。
Okay, let me just lower the audio for sound effect.
指揮官、聞こえますか？
There we go.
学生の本気を見せてあげる。
Just jamming to the music. Like that.
残念だったな、ここまでだ。残念だったな、ここまでだ。このまま行くぜ。
Oh, is this boss? Okay, I might lose then.
綺麗に残したいんだ。
This can kill. This poison can kill. I did not know which boss this was, but it's this boss. I see. Okay, tank that. The shield will block everything. Can she solo everything? She probably could. Oh boy, I hate this. I mean, I've done this before. It wasn't that bad, but one of the challenge mode, I think, in the last two events was this. I think that was the. Oh, I failed. Okay, poison. Oh, which one was it? I think it was RE. I think the RE challenge was this boss. Obviously not with this boss music, I think. But now I remember what is this boss, I can plan ahead, I guess. Okay. Take the last second to change it out. Okay, my shield can take out everything. Lita is really good. There we go. Once you know the boss is not bad. People who don't like this combat, I guess, just They don't like not having enough control, I guess, would be the case. And obviously looking at the rear is a bit weird for people.
疲れた。
でもこれくらいならいけますね。これ以上出てこなければこれで終わり。
ちょっと変なこと言うからめちゃくちゃ集まってきたじゃない。
すみません。ソースおおよそ300。不可能ではありませんが勝てるとは断言できません。どうされますか。
Oh, you had to pick up a call. Everyone, get from far away. A familiar sound can be heard. I look up towards the sky and see a colossal creature of such enormity that it takes my breath away.
マザーホエール？
Mother whale!
そんな今はアンカーもないですよ。
効果ありすぎじゃない？あんなものまで呼ぶなんて。
指揮官、今はひとまず撤退を。
Wait, something isn't right here. Mother whale suddenly changes direction in mid-air and starts diving towards the swarm of raptures.
どうなってるの？
That's Cecilia, isn't it? Mother whale opens the mouth and begins scraping the surface, sucking all of the raptures into its gaping maw. All the other raptures are crushed underneath it. From the rapture's perspective, it is like a meteor crashing to the surface. There is a massive vibration and thick plumes of dust rise up to the sky. After sliding for some time, Mother whale eventually comes to a stop. Its crash landing has taken out every single last rapture.
何が起こったんでしょうか。
Ooh.
指揮官、あのマザーホエール、見た目がどこか違います。新型の可能性が高いため注意を。
Exercise caution? Question mark. Oh, the phone is ringing. Pick it up. An SMS at a time like this. Reptilion. Hi friends. It's been a hot minute. Is everyone doing well? Huh? Who's Reptilion again? Exploration chapter 27.
こっちですか？
Okay, we get our last
つ
one.
いていくね。
Where does this land us in? Is this the start? Can't tell. No, it's not. It's the midway. Okay, can't. Let's go into next chapter, I guess. You complete the enter the lobby mission first. Okay. Surface reclamation site 1.
食料はすべて倉庫へ運んでください。培養肉などは忘れずに冷蔵庫に入れてくださいね。
Hey,
弾
Shifty!
薬は届いていますか？あ、来ましたね。9割を武器庫に、残りは宿所に運んでください。レオ、チョコバーンを盗み食いしないでください。これは私が持ってきたものですが。
Le Mans.
パッケージに軍農用と書いてありますよ。軍農味という新発売の味ですよ。どういう味なんですか？税金の味？あ、アニス、箱の下から中身が出てます。え？あ、ほんとね。もう、これで何回目？一体どうやって運んできたのよ。箱がボロボロじゃない。地上での物資輸送は簡単なことではありません。配送用ロボットはラプチャーの動線を避けて輸送する必要があるので、道のりがとても険しくなります。ですので、物資が良好な状態で届くことの方が少ないですね。
Yep.
途中で紛失することも多いです。エレベーターができるまで辛いわね。
エレベーターの完成はいつ頃になるの？
そうですね。マイティツールズの皆さんが すでに工事を始めているそうですが、
Mighty Tools,
早
huh?
ければ1ヶ月、遅ければ3ヶ月程度はかかるとのことです。
1ヶ月でできそうね。マイティツールズのことだから。
はい、私もそう思います。アニス、そのまま行こうとしないでください。落としたものの回収を。これ置いてから拾うってば。途中で下ろすと面倒なのよ。ネオ、コンバットレーションもダメです。そのまま食べたらお腹の中で膨らんで大変なことになりますよ。なんと。
指揮官、第3次の補給物資まで確認しました。これである程度準備は整いました。
Who's this? Stand by. Xuen? Okay, excellent, well done.
あとは探索支援が来るのを待つだけです。出発の報告からかなり時間が経っています。間もなく到着するでしょう。
You said we should be expecting 3 people, right?
はい、探索に最適化されたメンバーだそうです。そのうち1名はミシリス所属ですが、大丈夫でしょうか。
Misilis. It definitely is not Laplace. So it should be one of the other two, no? I don't think it's Drake. So it will be the laser girl. I don't remember her name now because I haven't used her and there is no reason for me to contextualize her in my brain right now. So, but I would guess it's her. If it's from Misilis, that should be fine.
了解しました。それにしてもラプチリオンの置き土産が大きなものになりましたね。おかげでどこから始めるべきか分かりました。
Reptilion. It was a big help, that's for sure. Reptilion. 3 weeks ago, Red Hood's hometown. Once Mother Whale lands, one of its sides opens slightly. Out of the opening comes something which vaguely resembles a rapture. As it lumbers clumsily over to us, it speaks out.
やあみんな、久しぶりだね。元気だった？
ああ、こんにちは。お久しぶりです。いや、状況が理解できないんだけど。
指揮官、ひとまず警戒は緩めずに。
Was Reptilion ever in the main story? I remember doing side story content, but was he even in the main story in chapter 3 and chapter 4? I can't remember. You know what? I am very tempted to do number 2 just because I don't recall, but I think I want to do 1 instead because 2 is because I'm just dumb, right? So the choice doesn't really flow. Number 1 is technically supposed to be the canon choice, if there is a canon choice, so.
私も危険はないと思います。信用もしませんが。
みんなが驚くのも無理はないね。全部説明してあげるから、俺のことちょっと助けてくれない？
Okay. What is it that you need?
もう5日間何も食べてないんだ。よかったら食べ物を分けてくれないかな。いや、先に飲み物をくれたら本当に感謝するよ。
Doesn't he take oil? Uh-oh.
うん？
Uh-oh.
うん？
Uh-oh. Everyone is saying uh-oh.
気絶してる。
うわー！水！水筒なんて持ってませんよ。
Yeah.
早く！
Where should I pour the water?
当然口からと言いたいところですが、口が見当たりませんね。
Try and find a gap to pour the water. That sounds like the worst idea ever. Especially if you do robotics. That sounds like all your dangle mess would get short circuited basically. Yeah, try and remember the features of the Rapture suit. I think that sounds about right. We did see him in the EX mission, no? I do remember that part, so it should be fine. I racked my brain in an attempt to recall how the Rapture suit he is wearing works. If I were to guess, his face should be in here. I pour some water through a small gap in the Rapture suit.
本当に死にかけちゃったよ。ありがとうみんな。悪いんだけど食べ物もお願いしていいかな。
とりあえず建物の中へ。詳しい話はそこで。
そうしよう。
After taking some food and slipping it through one of the gaps in the rapture suit, Reptilian focuses on eating for a while. And after 20 minutes or so, is finally ready to have a conversation.
俺はあの時から今までホエリーに乗って地上のあちこちを巡っていたんだ。
Really?
ホエリー？まさかあなたが乗ってきたマザーホエールのことじゃないでしょうね。
ああ、その通りさ。とっても可愛い名前だろ。
先が思いやられるわ。
ホエリーから眺める地上は素晴らしかったよ。知ってたかい？地上はもう俺たちが知っている地上じゃなかったんだ。
Why do you crash then?
キラキラ輝くクリスタルでいっぱいの都市に、まるで生きているみたいに水面が揺れる銀色の湖、鋼鉄の山がそびえるすごく巨大な山脈も。
How many mountains made of
他
steel?
にもいろいろ
Okay.
不思議で美しい世界が広がっているんだ。食べるのを忘れちゃうぐらい驚くべき未知の世界、それが今の地上だ。
Two points of
ア
interest,
ークから
okay.
遠く離れた地上がってこと？
そうさ。人
Outside
類は
civilization.
アークという安全な場所に閉じこもってるから、外の世界がどうなってるのか分かってないんだ。しかし俺は見た。外の世界が変化しているところ。
Changes in the outside world.
まだ俺も全てを見たわけじゃないけど、外のさらに外側がどんな光景なのかすごく気になってるんだ。
Mhm.
とりあえず元気そうでよかったわ。
そうね。正直私はもうダメだと思ってたわよ。私もです。何しろマザーホエールに乗って飛んでいっちゃいましたから。
I'm glad you're safe, and even more so that you seem to be enjoying yourself.
ありがとうみんな。
ところでどうしてここに？
ああ、たまたまこの辺りを飛んでいたら急に大きな音が聞こえたから様子を見に来たんだ。それでよく見たらたくさんのラプチャーと君たちが戦ってるじゃないか。みんなが危ないと思って助けに来たんだよ。
助けてくれたのはありがたいけど、あなたラプチャーのことが好きなんでしょ？潰しちゃってよかったの？
心は痛むけど仕方ないよ。まだラプチャーのほとんどは俺たちと交流する準備ができてないんだ。確かに俺はラプチャーを愛しているけど、君たちはそれよりもっと大切な俺の親友だから。
Just prefer people you can communicate, I guess. Other will, I mean, Whaley's appearance seems to have changed.
いい質問だね。ホエリーを説得したんだ。
Cosmetic alteration? What? What do you mean?
ホエリーはたまに地上に降りて動物を食べてたんだよ。
Uh-huh.
本当にたくさんの動物を一度にね。それで菜食を進めてみたら、その次から果物や草を食べるようになったんだ。
What the heck?
しばらく菜食中心の生活をしていたら見た目も変わったんだよ。
どうやって進めたの？いや、それよりも草を食べるようになったらラプチャーの見た目が変わった？
動物愛好家でありラプチャー専門家でもある俺に言わせれば、多分食生活に合わせて体を変形させたんじゃないかと思ってるんだ。
How does that even
いや
work?
いや、そんなことできるの？
できるとも。すごいだろ。
The machine, no?
手流せるわけないでしょ。
自然の神秘ってやつさ。
もう何がなんだか。
I'll defer it to the person researching them.
あ、ホエリーがそろそろ出発したがってる。 君たちも乗せてあげたいところだけど、ホエリーはまだ恥ずかしがり屋さんでね。今度会う時までには説得しておくから楽しみにしててくれ。
本当ですか？
もちろん。
すごいです。私、今日からワクワクしすぎて眠れないかもしれません。
それから俺の大切な友達、
Yes.
今まで見てきた地上を地図に書き込んだものがあるから、
Yes.
それをあげるよ。
Wow, he's been mapping. Really?
そう、地図だ。ホエリーの目を借りて俺が一つ一つ書いた地図だよ。
Holy crap.
これを見て君たちも未知の世界に思いを馳せてくれ。
Okay.
自然の偉大さを、世界の脅威を、俺の一番大切な親友の君たちにプレゼントしたい。実際に行ってみるのもおすすめだよ。危険はあるけど、そうするだけの魅力はある。
Sin. A large piece of folded paper emerges from one of the gaps in the suit. As I take it and spread the map wide open, it is far larger than I imagined it would be.
地図の書き方を知っているの？かなり精密ね。
もちろん、動物愛好家として地図作りは基本スキルさ。
これ
That's duplicate.
本当なの？信じられないんだけど。
大丈夫、俺を信じてくれ。
So now we know there's more than one mother whale out there. And that's the big concern, because logistic-wise, they are technically a logistic airship, right? So holy shit, that's like armies already. One whale is already difficult to fight. Thinking about multiple whales, I'm not gonna give the idea of them having two bosses to fight at once, because I would not want that as well. I don't know whether technological limitation will kind of destroy it, but or like how much white screen space do you need it for that to happen, but there could be a chance that they can do 3 chain bosses in one battle scenario. If they want to add difficulty, rather than just up damage, do this, do that, maybe do something different for a change, and that could be it. But obviously that's also very technical in terms of whether they can implement it, right? So thank you, I'm sure this will come in handy.
ああ、大切に使ってくれよ。
Oh, he's leaving.
おっと、俺はもう行くよ。次に会う時にはまた新しい地図を用意しておくから楽しみにしててくれ。
Look at the devs, future-proofing their game for us, right? Because we already know what the current map is going to give us, because it's already been a year in. That I think it's a year and a half in that the story is like this already. So basically, we know that this would lead us
じゃあ
somewhere
みん
into
な
the future.
元気で。
If you know, you know. If you do not know, you don't. You probably will see it in this picture, right? So, stop it. Okay. Go to the deputy chief's office. Okay, sure. Deputy chief office. So we're gonna go see
それで
Anderson.
君の報告をまとめると、光学迷彩は問題なく設置が完了し、地上をわずかながら取り戻すことに成功した。その過程でマザーホエールの変異種と呼ぶべきものに乗った民間人が乱入し、戦闘で助けられただけでなく、アーク近隣にとどまらない外の一部が書かれた地図を受け取った。間違いないか？
No, that's everything.
極めて考え難い話ではあるが、ひとまずそれは後にしよう。
No, they made logical
その
sense.
地図が信用できるものかどうか判断がつかなかったので、バーニンガムに頼んで地図の信頼性を確認してもらった。
Like how?
結果は1時間前に受け取っている。
An hour ago. Birmingham is actually not as weak as we think now, huh? So it is true. He was playing a fool, and that definitely makes a lot more reason why I think Red Hood wants the top person dead, for sure. I think it's starting to build up already, right? It's starting to build up. Okay, and
信用できるだそうだ。中央政府でも外部の地形程度は把握できていた。とはいえ詳細が確認できず探索を進めることはできない状態だった。中央政府が確認している外部の地形と君が持ってきた地図の地形を比較した結果 90% 以上が合致すると確認された。
90% match. And they have been constantly surveying. Probably from drones. But still a lot of problems. Okay.
加えて環境学者や地形関連の専門家たちに過去のデータとの比較も依頼したそうだ。その結果でもこの地図は十分信用に値するものだと結論が出たそうだ。つまり我々は指一本動かさず信頼できる地図を手に入れたことになる。
Without
地上
lifting a
学科の
finger.
のみならず周辺情報の確保まで
Ah, yeah.
とてつもない功績だ。
Ah, yeah. Just doing my job and the power of friendship, right?
早速だが次の任務について話そう。本日より特殊別動隊は地上探索中心の作戦を展開してくれ。
Whoa.
ひとまず君が取り戻した地域は今後奪還地01と呼称し物資及び人員の支援を行う。アークと奪還地01を結ぶエレベーター工事もすでに着工している。
Okay.
君はこの地を起点として地図の情報をもとに地上探索を進めてくれ。
Okay.
探索対象は何でも構わない。資源、食料源、植物や生物などアークに役立ちそうなものであればいい。
Okay. I'm worried that the search area is too broad.
そういうことならまずは手近な場所を中心に始めるといい。
Okay.
奪還地01と一番近い地域は水晶が広がるという一帯か。
Crystal region.
単純に考えれば鉱物資源の確保が期待できるな。この場所の探索に適したメンバーを送ろう。それから君のサポートとして専属のオペレーターも必要だな。だが君も知っている通り現在のアークの状態は良好とは言い難い。
Lacking a
あ
resources
まり多くの
etc.
人員は避けないが少数精鋭で頑張ってくれ。
Understood. Small elite
それ
team,
か
huh?
らもう一点、君が提供してくれた地図は中央政府のデータベースに登録させてもらうが問題ないな。
Digitizing. ... Not necessarily. I do, however, want one thing to be made clear. That finding of the map along with the forming of reclamation site 01 are my achievements.
わかった。それは心配いらない。では早速奪還地01に向かうのか。
He wants a bit of power. Commander Sun wants the power, man. But I think it's because he don't want Birmingham to get the even more power, or probably the other guy who always been targeting the outer walls, outside of the walls, basically. I mean, no, I don't think Anderson will blue ball him anyway, and he's under Anderson, so anything that's under him would technically also prove to be supporting Anderson anyway. So I think in the long run, I think Anderson will still get the boost, even if Anderson don't directly claim it as his own power, right? It means that the command is shared between two of them. Anyway, yes, I think it'd be best to get the ball rolling on this as soon as possible.
わかった。探索を無事に終えてアークに戻ってきた時は艦隊を受けてもらうことになるだろう。私が計らっておく。
Where was this when the Goddess squad needed it? Where was this? You see? I think the Goddess squad was a bad scenario because if the commander over that time survived and they managed to outlast, I don't know whether that's possible, but if they manage to outlast, I think the Goddess squad will come back and there will be the pilgrim aspect wouldn't be as crazy as right now we see. So I guess in that sense, maybe it is destined that the first commander should die, so that there exist the stages of pilgrims. Because we know how strong pilgrims are now. So, and they roam out on the surface, so they must be strong enough to even fight with limited resource. Anyway, that really isn't necessary.
実感が湧かないかもしれないが、今回君が成し遂げたことは、
Okay.
この100年間誰にもできなかったことだ。
Nearly a century.
賞賛を受けて叱るべき業績と言える。素
Okay.
直に祝福を受けておきたまえ。
Soaked in it. Yeah, very well, thank
他に
you.
なければそろそろ解散としよう。
What happened to Dorothy, the pilgrim? I mean,
静かだな。
oh yeah,
アーク
that's
のマイ
right.
ナーな通信チャンネルを一つ譲り渡し、その対価として追加の技術支援を受けることになっている。その後は特に動きがない。静かすぎて心配になるほどだな。
You know what? I'm not thinking whether Cecilia caught on to what Dorothy is doing and won in on it, you know? That sounds something like what Cecilia would do, and Cecilia would be able to infiltrate the channels and do all sorts of crazy stuff without them knowing anyway. So in that sense, right? I do think that Cecilia will come back. Obviously, we already saw the artwork for the 3rd year anniversary, being Cecilia and Nayuta. So, woof. Also, Cecilia is a hot girl, man. Yeah, understood. Alright, I'll be off.
その前に一つ聞きたいことがある。
Okay, what's that?
君は権力が欲しいのか。
Oh, that's a big old question. I think the MC commander should probably know that he needs power at this point, because he's fighting with a lot of other commanders. But I think he needs allies. First and foremost, Anderson is not enough. I do truly think that no matter how good Anderson is, vice chief and whatnot, I still think that Anderson's power alone is not enough. And you cannot trust Birmingham. You can't trust the other guy. And I do not know whether they introduce other heads yet, but if they do, the main character needs to go out and source for more power, for sure. At least to counteract at least a little bit of Birmingham. Because Anderson is, as much as he's trusted by Birmingham, probably isn't enough, honestly.
無論、君の功績はよく分かっている。
Honestly,
今までも
we'll
大
be about
役を務
Johan.
めてきたし、今回は特に大きな収穫だ。だが、どうにも気になったんだね。君はそんなことにこだわるタイプだったか？
If an opportunity presents itself, I'd be a fool not to take it, wouldn't I? Oh.
ただ権力を振りかざしたいというわけではなさそうだな。何か他の目的があるということか。
Power is just a
言ってみ
means.
たまえ。
I want to bring Marion back to the arc. If I had to move further the ladder to accomplish that, so be it.
やはりそうか。簡単なことではないだろうな。あらゆる妨害や脅迫を受けるだろう。アークで上り詰めるというのはそういうことだ。だが、君の決意したことなら、私も全力で手伝おう。だ
It's
から
for Marion, right?
早まったことはしないでくれ。
Dr. Marion, let's go. Deputy
どうし
Chief.
た？
I've been wondering for some time now. Why are you always going out of your way to help me?
才能ある後輩を助けることは先輩としての本能のようなものだ。
Are you sure?
それから私はハッピーエンドが好きでね。それだけだ。
Happy end for who? Happy end for who? Where do we go? Go to the surface. Okay.
運ばれてきた物資は片付けましたし、宿所と基本的な生活環境も整いました。ひとまずこれで大丈夫ですね。
Thanks for all the hard work you have been putting in.
いえいえ、実際に荷物を運んでいた方たちの方が苦労されてますよ。
そうよそうよ。こういう単純作業って結構大変なんだから。ところで今更ですが、シフティはこれからずっと私たちのサポート担当になったのですか？
正式に特殊別動隊の専属オペレーターとして配属になりました。
Oh,
特殊別動隊
permanent
の
now.
皆さんと最も付き合いの長いオペレーターでもありますし、先日受けたオペレーター定期試験の成績も良好でしたので。直接ここには来ないのよね。そうですね、まだ危険が多いですから。
Are you sure about that?
アークにいないと支援できることが限られてしまいますし、もちろん特殊別動隊はこれまでオペレーターなしでも素晴らしい成果を上げてはいますが、専属オペレーターがいるかどうかの差は大きいと思います。指揮官が手に入れたという地図は把握していますし、想定されるリスクのシミュレーションも完了しています。とはいえ、文字通り未知の領域の探索になるので、想定外の事態が発生する可能性は高いですが、
Oh boy.
そんな時にもアドバイスなどでお役に立てるかと思います。あとは何よりも指揮官の事務作業の大部分を私が処理できるようになりますから。
Oh, that means that. Wow. Hey, wait. The MC get to slack off.
今までそっけない感じだったのに急に食いついたわね。でも結局師匠の書類仕事ってラピが全部やってませんでした
Hey, look, that's the work for Rappy.
全部ではなかったわ。大部分ではあったけど。
That's most of them. Dot.
申し訳ありません。揶揄するつもりではありませんでした。
とにかく足を引っ張ることはないのでご安心ください。
Alright, I'll leave you to it then.
それじゃある程度片付けは終わったし、探索支援のメンバーが来るまで待ってればいいの？はい、もうすぐ到着する予定です。
I wonder who though?
人員に関する情報は
3名ですね。パスファインダー、ハンマー&ドリル、エレクトリックショップの各部隊から1名ずつとなってい
One
ます。
from Pathfinder, Hammer Drill, Electric Shock.
輸送と鉱山の採掘とハードウェアの開発が専門の部隊よね。
I wonder who?
スカウティングとかメティスとかアブソルートとか、そのあたりが来るべきじゃないの？それに関しては説明を。
Uh-oh.
指揮官、10時の方向です。
A sick nerf flare.
おそらく合流予定のメンバーがラプチャーに遭遇したものと思われます。
Let's go.
ラジャー。
We haven't even stepped into the field. Anyway, I want to look at how the field is. I love this now. Holy, what the hell is this? Okay, so basically, this is the town area.
ついていくね、先生。
What is shining? What is shining? What is shining? What is shining over here? The heck?
ボルト、行こうかな。
Oh, there's one over there. Okay, that's why. So we have this field
ついていくね、
that
先
is
生。
what is it? Optical camouflage. Okay. This is from I think Red Hood House, right? So this is the Red Hood House aspect. So we're gonna have some designs that are very similar to the end of the previous chapter. Okay. They say there is a river, but they didn't implicitly add that, or was it just say nearby? They did not. I don't think they put the river in. They did talk about it, which is sad, but okay. Why would the town be divided like this though? It makes no sense. If you were to put a shield, you should put it here, right? It makes no sense that you put this. I don't understand. Map designers, what the frick are you doing? At least give us this for free, right? Because it's like that. But okay. We're gonna go through at least 2 story notes today.
見ただろ。行こうぜ。スカウト。あ、ラプチャーが多すぎるっす。
Ooh, the OSD. And who is this
この
hammering?
近くにいるのが全部寄ってきたみたいですね。申し訳ございません。
New
細
characters.
心の注意を払いましたが、力を及ばず。
I do see Alec though on the right.
あと私たちどこか適当な場所で降りて歩いていくはずだったっすよね。うわ、本当に申し訳ございません。うっかりしておりました。
The from Mr. List?
ハンマリング氏、いびきをかきながら寝ていたことは覚えておられますかな？
私がっすか？いびきなんてめったにかかないのに。ずいぶんリラックスしちゃってたみたいっす。
スクーターの音より大きかったですと。
Oh boy.
いびきを聞いてラプチャーたちが集まってきたのかもしれませんな。
そんなにひどかったっすか？いえいえ、全然そんなことは。はい。なんで起こしてくれなかったっすか？
何回も起こそうと言ったのですが、リバリン氏にやめておきましょうよって引き止められまして。
Oh boy.
それでこのざまというわけですね。
その、申し訳ないっす。いえいえ、謝らないでください。それだけ
Yes, boss.
私のブルーハリケーンの乗り心地が良かったのでしょ。
Eh?
地上であんなにぐっすり寝られるなんてよほどお疲れだったんですね。お気持ちはわかります。それならありがたいっすけど。あれ、4時の方向の方位が少し緩んだようですね。ハンマリング様、あそこを突破するのに力をお借りできますか？鉱石を粉々にする気持ちで一気にお願いします。はい、任せてくださいっす。
Hammering holds herself towards the raptures.
信号弾を打ち上げましたから、もうすぐ救援が来るはずですぞ。こちらから仕掛ける必要がありますかな？
まあ、ラプチャー1体でも減らしておけば楽でしょうし。
They can fight?
そうですかな。
はい、そうだと思いましたが、何かお気に障るようなことを言ってしまいましたか？申し訳ございません。
いや、気にする必要はありませんぞ。
The OSD though.
カウンターズの皆さんはいつ来るんでしょうかな。信号弾を発射してから結構経ちましたぞ。
奪還値01とここまでの距離、そしてカウンターズの皆さんの戦闘能力を計算すると、そろそろあの辺りに見えるはずです。
ラプチャー発見。ニケ3機肉眼で確認。完全に囲まれてるわね。どうしたらあんな状態になるの？
Indeed.
早く助けましょう。
They didn't set up decoys.
距離を測るのは得意というわけですかな。
I like being evil.
これで生き延びてきましたから当然のことです。
But I didn't know Alec was introduced this chapter, huh?
速やかに制圧します。
That's good, I guess. And how did the school student actually get introduced then? I know they have side stories, but are they introduced on the side stories then? And Alec is for main story? Oh my goodness. The OSD. It gives me goosebumps. It's giving me underground mystery vibe, but then we are overground.
学校生活において最後くらいは綺麗に残したいの。
I'm gonna enjoy the OSD here for sure. Okay, 205. I don't think we'll get the upgrade until next chapter. I'll be honest. Unless we do hard mode.
ああ、救援に感謝するっす。カウンターズの皆さんっすか？お会いできて嬉しいっす。
Anis, please. Why, Neon? Senti?
お、センチ先輩をご存知っすか？私の憧れっす。
そうみたいね。
ありがとうございます。おかげで助かりました。
Isn't Mighty Tooth building the elevator?
皆さんお強いようですな。さすが特殊別動隊。
Oh boy, Alec.
シフティ、ID の確認をお願い。
はい、少々お待ちください。そちらの皆さん、画面の方を見ていただけますか？
あ、オペレーター様ですか。お疲れ様です。画面を見ていればいいのでしょうか？
3秒ほどで終わります。
まあ目が痛いっす。
もう少し電子機器と仲良くなるべきでは。
Oh, it's
それ
electronic.
はいくらや
Nice.
っ
Wait,
ても
no.
無理なんす。
完
Oh,
了しました。
okay, just don't know how to use the
合流
screen.
予定の3名に間違いありません。
Okay.
そう、ありがとう。カウンターズ所属のラピ、アニス、ネオンよ。存じております。お噂はかねがね伺っております。いやー、カウンターズの皆さんに実際にお目にかかれるなんて光栄です。
話が早くて助かるわね。
ではそちらの所属と名前を教えて。パスファインダー部隊所属のリバリンと申します。
Liverden.
アークでは宅配の仕事をしていますが、今回の探索任務ではルート探索の担当です。
ルート探索？地図があるのに？
地図はあくまでも参考よ。それを元にして進む道を考える役ということ。緊急事態の時にどこを通って脱出するかも考えることになるわね。いやー、素晴らしいです。なぜ配達員の私が探索任務に派遣されたのか、どう説明しようか悩んでいたのですが、わかりやすくまとめていただきましたね。ありがとうございます。さすがは特殊別動隊の方です。ええ、ありがとう。
ハンマー&ドリル部隊のハンマリングっす。
Okay.
クリスタルの鉱脈の調査と聞いて、採掘のプロの私が参加しないわけにはいかないっす。
Oh, she's a miner,
葉っぱ
huh?
でも調査でも何でもお任せくださいっす。
Okay.
だからって名前が単純すぎない？ハンマー&ドリルのハンマリングですから、もう一人のメンバーはドリリーなんて。
Oh boy.
あれ、ご存知だったっすか？
本当に何のひねりもないわね。エレクトリックショック部隊のエレグと申しますぞ。
Yep, we are used to elect.
電子機器に関することなら私にお任せですな。探索範囲に電子機器があるのでしょうか？あるかもしれない
I
とい
think
う
it's more like she
話
will
で
build
す
for you
な。
guys.
地上の主は人間だったということを忘れてはいけませんぞ。我々は地上を探索するわけですからな。なるほど。老朽化した施設などが残っているかもしれませんね。そういうことですぞ。そういう時にじゃじゃーんと施設を復活させられれば最高の出番というわけですな。
Isn't the commander trained by Johan for that purpose?
想像しただけでもかっこいいです。
そうですぞ。それでは自己
Alright, the
紹介が
commander
終わ
doesn't
った
know,
よう
right?
でした
Anderson
ら
doesn't know.
奪還地01に帰還してください。今後の作戦について説明します。生徒は生徒らしく授業
該当地点に
スタート。
いただろ。
これと
準備はいいか？
Let me just destroy this really fast.
頑張ります。ついていくね先
There's
生。
some shiny over there. Oh gosh, the internet is lagging?
私も強いけど、
No.
仲間たちはもっと
But the
強いん
game
だ。
feels laggier.
生徒は生徒らしく。
いただろ。
該当地
Let
点
me
に
go
移動
get
します。
this. I'm interested. And then I think after this one, I'll end the stream. It's... Oh, beautiful OST. Aztec. Why would you name a song after a civilization? That makes a lot of sense why it feels like it's very underground.
こっちですか？これと行こうかな。
That makes a lot more sense.
戦闘は
With that kind of name
では
sense.
説明を始めます。
Okay?
リバリー、ハンマリング、エリグの3名は探索作戦の期間中一時的に特殊別動隊所属となります。
Temporary members.
命令権は指揮官に委ねられます。
Okay.
本作戦における特殊別動隊の目的はクリスタル地帯と仮称されている
So we're in the crystal region now. Okay.
名前の通り未知のクリスタルで覆われています。探索 却面積が広いので長期探索が必要となる可能性が高いですが、無計画に探索するわけにもいきませんので、まずは大まかな探索だけを行う予定です。
What's the investigation? What are we looking for while we're there?
指揮官が受け取った地図以外には詳しい情報がないので明確な指定はありません。クリスタルのサンプルを採取できれば有意義な調査になるかもしれません。
Okay,
ただし
the
むやみに
resources.
採取する必要はありません。リスクがないと判断できた場合のみサンプルを回収してください。
No risk. And how do we assess the risk?
私がやるっす。鉱石とは仲良しっすから。
Ah, risk or
パッと見れば
collapse.
危険かどうかはわかるっす。
まあそういうの得意そうに見えるわね。つまり探索作戦の内容はできるだけ広範囲を探索し、クリスタルに危険がないと判断できた場合は採取して持ち帰る以上になります。
Okay.
目標自体は単純ね。
もっと無茶ぶりされると思ってたわ。未知のエリアなので中央政府も慎重になっているようです。
Caution.
主要な戦力である特殊別動隊の皆さんを失うわけにはいかないという理由もあります。
To be fair, super elite team, right?
そんな
Yeah.
ことを言われると鼻が高くなっちゃいますよ。
We should get going straight away.
はい。
ただ出発前にもう一つ。どうしたの？奪還地01に最低2名を待機させてください。
Ah. As a contingency plan, I presume.
はい、さまざまな側面から検討された結果です。
Okay.
高額明細は理論上万全のはずですが、実戦に投入されたのは今回が初めてです。
Ah, they need some
高
protecting
額
it.
明細をくぐり抜ける新型の襲撃なども考慮する必要があります。探索メンバーの孤立や脱落に備えて救援に迎える人員も必要です。本拠地を空にしてしまうと緊急事態に対処できなくなってしまいます。
True. Who should stay?
私とアニスが残ります。
I think that's a bad idea. I think Alex should stay.
もちろん一緒に行きたいのは山々ですが、他にどうしようもありません。あちらの3人は探索のために派遣された専門家です。
True.
ですが私たちは探索に役立つ能力を持っています。
Only combat, yeah.
ラピほど万能でもありませんし。
Oh shit!
ですから残るべきは私たちです。
No, don't burn yourself, man.
雰囲気が
Yep.
うん。
Where's the support?
私とネオンが得意なのって戦うことだけだし、だからここで留守番してるわ。いってらっしゃい。何かあったらすぐ連絡するか信号弾を打ち上げていいわね。
You want rapid 1vx the rapture? Are you serious? But
指揮官様、何も言わずに言ってお願い。
and he slightly pushes me towards the door.
言って早く。皆さんお気をつけて。
指揮官。
That's enough from you two. Go and get your things. We are going together. This is unexplored territory for us. I wouldn't dream of going there without you.
ここに何かあったらどうするのよ。大事な拠点のはずですよね。ここは。
50. Can I entrust you in monitoring this place?
こうなるだろうと思っていました。わ
Uh-huh.
かりました。ただし指揮官へのサポートは少し手薄になります。それは問題ありませんね。
Yeah, it's okay.
わかりました。お任せください。
To be fair, they barely need an operator anyway.
ですかな。100年間で初めて奪還された場所ですと、奪われてしまったら苦労が水の泡になるのでは。
I'm not worried about it. We'll just reclaim it again.
おお、素敵です。
何か言い
If
ま
you
した
don't
か
have
な
enough people, that's a not bad idea.
ネオなるべく急いで準備して一緒に行こう。
たくもう仕方ないわね。そこまで言われたら断れないじゃない。
Are you still sulking from the previous chapter?
久しぶりにゆっくり休めるかと思ってたのに、
Feels like it though.
すぐに準備するわ。おやつもたくさん持っていきます。
Okay, so after this battle, I'm gonna end the stream.
服を汚したらダメですよ。
So today is not bad. We actually finished up a lot of the. We really finished the event story, did my dailies. Also did a little bit of in-story progression. To be fair, not a lot done, but I don't think it's very little. Being that the story each takes quite a while to finish, being we're at this point of the game, so. Oh boy. Yeah, and the Nikke client is getting very not stable. I do not know what's happening. I'm gonna be very interested on what's happening and why this is so unstable right now. But yeah. So I'll end the stream early. And then we'll continue on tomorrow on the next part of this chapter.
ボルトと私の勝利じゃ。
But we still have a lot of place to go. I don't even know where this goes. Oh, I see one more mark here.
ボルト、行こうかな。
Lost relic.
該当地点に移動し
Yep.
ます。
ついていくね、先生。
That's the reason why we need to. Okay, I see why is their story written that way.
該
then.
当地点に移動
Okay,
します。
that makes a lot more sense.
ボルト、行こうかな。
So yeah, next time we'll continue on going through this. We are only 1 quarter into this chapter, so we're gonna take a while to finish it. Maybe 2 streams. We shall see. Anyway, if you do enjoy this kind of content, remember to leave a like on YouTube, press the subscribe button on the notification bell down below so that whenever I do my streams I upload, you'll be notified. And leave comments down below if you have any comments about the series, or you know, even GBF or maybe even related stuff. I don't know. You just put it down below. And on the Twitch side, you know, just press the notification bell, the follow notification bell, I think. And whenever I stream, you'll be notified as well. That said though, thank you very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow on the continuation of
ついてい
Nikke.
くね、先生。こっちですか？
Okay. Yep. So there's no updates I have for you guys for this week. So I think everything should be as per usual for now. So yeah. See you next time. Oh yeah, I think the Eternite stuff will come back after maybe the end of this chapter. We shall see. But chapter, the thing is, right, 3rd year anniversary is coming in 3 days, so likely we are going to do it on, I think November. We'll do the anniversary stuff on November, I hope. Maybe 31st or 30th October. We'll see. 30th October or the 31st. I forget the 3 days that it count today. So yeah. But we'll discuss that tomorrow and we shall take a look at it. Okay. Sayonara. See you next time. Bye bye.